The tales of Orko Tritanizar continue only on Hogwarts Legacy. I'm ShadowStar91 here, or Marksman72 for my PlayStation ID, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And just in case anybody has missed any other of my videos for Hogwarts Legacy, I will leave the playlist link for you in the video description down below, so make sure you check that out when you get the chance. And pick it up where the previous action left off. We are leaving the library, having successfully snuck into the restricted section, with Sebastian taking the fall, and we will happily repay the favor whenever we can. And now we are heading off to our next class on our to-do list, which is none other than herbology with, I believe it was known as Professor Garlic. And, excuse me while I attend to some herbology lessons, everybody.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
Yeah, excuse me.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Oh, fucking hell, not the mandrake root. Oh, my ears are gonna go absolutely buzzing after this because they are so fucking loud.
Let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Well, no time like the present. Let's get to it. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Oh, wow, I did not know they were capable of that much damage. Get in the pot. Oh, thank fuck for that, ladies and gentlemen.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next...
Okay then, so after going a little bit there from handling the mandrake, everybody, I'm going to go over and see what Professor Garlic has in store for us next. And you can keep walking, Everett. I don't care what you have to say, and I'm struggling to hear right now. But I'd much rather listen to Professor Garlic talk, if you can catch my drift.
Very idea.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
You mean more like deafening, Professor?
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Learning to grow specific plants, are we? Oh well, don't mind if I do. Everybody excuse me. Ominous gaunt. I don't know what his problem is, but Let's just focus on this for now. Disney.
Well done.
And now we have to play the long waiting game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I hate playing the long waiting game.
Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora.
Ooh.
The Chinese chomping cabbage.
Sounds
Some plants are better suited to uses
painful.
outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you.
Oh, not
Come
that
and follow
arrogant
when you're
prick.
finished. Oh, and mind your
Can
fingers.
you
They do
come with me and
Keep
show?
moving.
I
Hello.
don't want to.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Revelio.
Yes, I'm spamming Revellion once again, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to double check for any
Excuse me?
possible like collectible items nearby.
With Sebastian. He's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh,
Get your head out of your ass. I'm
thank you.
seriously.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I
He's
would've-
more. Sebastian is more of a challenge than you,
Didn't she stop that?
Luander.
Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just now.
Let's
see
pick
that
up a
dummy?
few
Just toss
cabbages.
the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Test them out, shall we? So we picked up 4 apparently. No, that's the spell selection screen. Gotta hold on L1. Oh, I like that sort of quick select menu sort of setup. Just as long as I can actually select what I need.
Look at that. They can get their mouths on. Mum
There's a
planted
fresh
some of
target
the
over there
daffodils
in the form of
here
that
out.
Gryffindor student.
Save her
Why don't you go and
baby.
chomp on him?
Left-walking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they?
Alright then,
I
let's
can't
hear
dance.
what you have to
Not
say,
like stupid
you
Beetlejuice
arrogant
bouncing
sod.
bombs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time.
Yes, I'd much rather be in the classroom where I actually do pay attention to the teacher for once. So put that in my extra item or battle item menu ready. So it went the wrong sodding way.
Now remember, a wand is not a tower. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end
So
our lesson
still
here.
just got over 5 minutes
Thank you,
until
Mr. Clopton.
the flowers
I
grow.
came to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Appreciate the vote of confidence, Professor.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
The more knowledge I can get, the better.
Herbology
Going down the
is
line,
a bounteous
or further
subject.
along in the game.
Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so
Don't mind if
enjoy
I do.
checking in with my new students.
Quest completed, Herbology class. Ooh, we gained an extra level, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. Excuse me, I really click my neck.
We must first understand Kindness and concern are
Can we
as
actually talk to
necessary in
Professor?
the
No, we
greenhouse
can't
as
talk
in
to
the-
Professor Garlic anymore. So now it is time to head to our next class on our to-do list. But before I do that, I'm just going to grab this Daedalian, or follow this Daedalian key and see where it goes so I can actually acquire the house token. Can I get in first time? Just gotta play it just right. Fly over the center, you son of a bitch. Damn it! Take 2. Ooh. Yes! Lucky with that one. Got another house token. If you probably couldn't tell from the red text above that padlock, ladies and gentlemen, I still have not been able to learn Alohomora yet. But that will come at a later date, so now it is time to attend Potions class. It's going to be interesting to see how this turns out.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
With gusto. So then, look over the ingredients,
Use a
mash them all
strong,
together,
even motion when crushing your
and
ingredients.
then turn them into
Please be meticulous
the
when adding powder to your potions.
substance to put into the
One
pot.
errant sneeze
Pinch of
could be
Dittany,
disastrous.
whole clump juice. Easy does it with the stirring, so nothing spills over the side. And voila! Our Wiggenweld potion or substance is complete, I'd say.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive
Edirus potion. I probably botched the pronunciation on
Yes,
that,
sir.
ladies and gentlemen, so I do apologize in advance.
You can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to
And that
provide
sounds
your
like it
own
could come in
ingredients.
very handy.
Some can be
in a
harvested
future
from the
battle.
plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be
Good to know.
purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Alright then. So let's head to his office and gather the necessary ingredients.
Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office.
Are you related to Professor Weasley?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye
Your
on me
aunt?
for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere.
Oh, I
Listen,
wonder why she's keeping an eye
anyone
on you.
with a full-size brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I
Oh, I'm a
hoped.
bit
I
skeptical
simply
about
need a
this.
single
Not sure if I should do
As
it.
you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Oh, I'm not really sure about this, but... Oh, this is probably gonna bite me in the backside, but I'm gonna get the feather for
I'll
him.
give you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fruit feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Well then, with his eagerness taken care of. Of course, if anybody wants to have a thorough read, ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to press the pause button and then return to the gameplay whenever you are fully ready.
Not be that colour, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant!
This better
Thank
not
you.
come back to
This
bite
is
me,
going to take a moment to
Gareth.
brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurance potion, and I'll tell you
swear.
when this concoction's finished. Now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Oh no!
Wait, it's not supposed to.
I should have stuck with my gut instinct. Oh, Samantha, I didn't know you were in the same class as me. Oh, I should have just refused him.
Professor Sharp.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
A single
I brewed
galleon.
an Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I do apologize about that. Bad judgment call
Sorry,
won't happen
Professor.
again in class.
I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've
Yes,
learned
sir.
a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well.
Thank you very
I
much.
confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master.
Of course,
quite
there's
yet.
always a long way
In
to go.
addition to
No
having a
one's
solid
perfect
grasp
on the
of
very
how to
first try.
combine various ingredients,
Always room for
you
improvement.
should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Very well, sir.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay, with that done, it is now time to leave the potions lab. Yeah, it's the last time I'm helping you in potions
I'm
class.
impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never
Believe it
seen
or not,
anyone
ladies and
with
gentlemen,
such a
Amit
flawless
was
Wiggenweld
actually one of the
potion on
first students
their
we
first
actually
Well done.
encountered when we first toured the common room of the
Glad I was able to get it
tour
right
the
the
common
first
room
time.
of
try. You must
Ravenclaw.
simply have a knack for potion making.
Also, if you do hear me
Some
hesitating,
students think
stuttering,
so
and or
profound
struggling
about
with
potion
any of
recipes,
my
it's
sentences,
as if
ladies and
they're
gentlemen,
living in
with me
gobbledygook.
being an autistic
A
individual,
fascinating
talking is
language,
not one of
by
my
the way.
strongest
Leave
points,
it
but I
here
do
with
try
me,
anyway.
but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class.
Okay then.
Speaking of stars,
Have fun
we'll
with
be
that.
in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See
Yeah,
if you
astrology is
will.
actually a
It's
secret
good to
hobby
see
of
you,
mine.
my
So,
friend.
with
Hello,
potions
Nathan.
class
How are you?
behind us, we're actually going to
I
go
hope
and
you've
talk to
recovered from our rather
Natty
eventful trip
to see what
Hogsmeade.
she
I am
has to
well,
say.
but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you.
Yeah, when given the
I'm
choice
alright at
between
the moment.
Sebastian
We
and
did not
Natty
speak
to
about
take
it
with
at the
us
time,
to
but I am
Hogsmeade,
hoping
I
now
chose
you might
Natty
tell me
because
why
I
they were
thought,
looking for you.
why the hell no?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to
Yeah,
Hogwarts.
I'm going to be
In
trusting
fact, that's why
Natty,
I was late to the
even
sorting
though
ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
I really don't want her getting into any danger,
There's
but
one
my
more
gut
thing.
feeling is
It's a bit
whatever
odd,
answer,
if I'm honest. Professor
whatever
Fig said
option
they
I
have a rare
choose,
connection
she's
to a
going to
powerful
go and
form
get
of
herself into
ancient
danger.
magic.
Is that the magic you used
In
fighting
any
the
way,
trolls in
shape or form.
Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us.
Okay, then what do you have to say, Natty?
I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
I'm glad I could
Men like
I could
Rookwood and
inspire you,
Harlow are
Natty,
the
but
reason my
also
mother
you
and
all
I have
have
to
to
build
play
that.
stuff
I
smart.
am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Glad to hear it. This could be dangerous.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well,
Gonna need all the help I can get.
Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
that may be
But
true.
how
but
the
shouldn't
hell
officers
am I
see
meant to
hand
do that?
someone like Harlow?
I spoke with
That
her.
is the question.
She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen to find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall
Okay, if you're
reach
gonna
out
do
when I
that,
know more.
please
In the
be
meantime, remember,
careful, Natty.
I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Okay, then talking with Natty is done. So onward to our next venture on our to-do list. But before that, I'm gonna be
What's going on here?
going through the girl from. Oh, I forgot how to pronounce that. I'm gonna be going through this house, gathering up all items that I can. Oh, that glare!
Revelio.
Nearest store vendor, whatever you want to call it. Let's sell off some of these items that I don't need.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Any whispers?
See what info he has for us.
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
Just southwest of
What do you
town.
have for sale?
Thank you for the information. I shall look into that at a later date. Get these winging well potions
A wonderful choice.
and sell off the items that will decrease my overall stats and get me a bit more galleons to boot. That'll do, thank you.
Sometime.
What's going on over here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I
What
might
do
have
you
seen.
two think you are
I've been
doing?
busy with my research. I do not have time to.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student, you can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Alright then, you want to rumble? Let's rumble. I'll put you two down. I'm not wasting ancient magic on you two losers.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, you think you're some kind of big shot, do you? Bring it on. Damn it.
Tell Brooke to find the insect.
Good night.
Knew you were still hanging about.
Stupefy. Stupefy.
And that takes care of that.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
You're right.
Probably best to
I am
keep this
thanks in no
individual
small
in the
part to
dark, I think.
Excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought
All right, then, let's gather up some Mallowsweet and get this trial underway. Interesting to see how it plays out.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
All right, then, good to know. Mallowsweet leaves. Still interesting to see how Mallowsweet is the key to initiating the Merlin trials. But that is a question for another day, ladies and gentlemen, I say.
Swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Incendio. What shall I do now?
Merlin's beard.
The flames
That's one.
make the pyre sink.
2, 3. What? The actual fuck?
Incendio.
Let's try from over here. That didn't work. There's 1, 2, and 3. Challenge complete. Complete Merlin's trial.
How beautiful! What a day!
All right then, let's
Hardly believe it.
I take
let's
it
see
we
what
can call
Nora
it
has to
success.
say.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions.
You're not the
How
only
does
one.
it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel
Wonder
free
what
to
the
solve them
overall
as you come
significance of the
across them. I believe I
millions
have what
trials
I
are.
need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a
A pleasure to meet you as well. Introduce me to something new.
And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
You go and do that. Quest complete. Trials of Merlin. However, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to bring this episode of Hogwarts Legacy to a close, and I'm just going to leave Oracle Tritanazar just gazing out off in the distance over there. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do myself a favor. Please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, along with the bell, so you can receive notifications when new content has been released onto my channel. So join me next time, everybody, for the next episode of Hogwarts Legacy. So until then, I've been Shadowstar91 or Marksman72 for my PlayStation ID. Stay safe out there, take care, and I'll catch you all in the next episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Bye bye.